Welcome to the Double R Show, the podcast that features everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, directed and produced by Paul Robertson and hosted by the voice of Lincoln City, Roger Robertson.
Greetings and welcome to the Double R Show. Double R here along with son Paul, and today we'll have an opportunity to be a little diverse, if you will, as swimmingly wonderful.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the swim team here in Lincoln City, which actually is, predates the swim team. It's the swim club that we're actually talking about, right?
The swim club.
So the swim club predates the swim team, and I was flashing back to the 80s there when my classmate, Michelle Lee, was our first swim team member at Taft High School, and so a shout out to class of 88 for that one.
And that was a class that you graduated with.
Yeah.
Now, we also have an opportunity to talk about an event that's forthcoming normally in June, and that's the Pride Festival, but they need to raise money to support that event, and we'll have a couple of the people in here to talk about that as well. And Jeannie Sprague is going to make a command return appearance.
Yeah, we're going to talk to Jeannie a little bit about her programming and the stuff that's happening already in this second month of the new year, if you can imagine that already.
She's a busy lady. We'll be back right after this.
Don't miss the Neil Diamond Legacy Concert February 28th at Chinook Winds. For tickets, go to ChinookWinds.com. The Neil Diamond Legacy Concert at Chinook Winds, where concerts are better at the beach.
If you're looking for great early garden fresh produce, it's Kenny's IGA in the Bay Area of Lincoln City. 4 generations of Morgans caring for your every grocery need. All of your favorite beverages, a full deli, meat, produce, and of course, groceries.
Wouldn't it be great to have all your insurance needs handled by one agency? This is Charlotte Lado with Farmers Insurance and the Insurance Store. Visit our office next to the Wildflower Grill in Lincoln City. Let us be your one stop for your personal, commercial, health, and Medicare insurance needs.
35 parks and open spaces, 29 beach access points, 9 trails, 25 public restrooms, 500 acres of park and open space, and a community aquatic center. Jeannie Sprague is with us, and is this normal, or is this Lincoln City at its best?
This is Lincoln City at its best. This is amazing for a town of our capacity and size. It's amazing, especially the open space, the trails, the amount of parks, the public beach accesses. I mean, you've probably seen that when you've gone to other coastal towns. There's a lot of public beach accesses up and down the Oregon coast, but 29 and 31 with the other Oregon state parks is pretty amazing.
How do you manage all of that with one department? I mean, this is phenomenal.
Thanks. We are fortunate that all the staff that work for our department have the vision and the mission of Lincoln City Parks and Rec in their hearts. And I'm serious about that. It's not just a job that you'd want to show up to, change out the trash in the public restroom, make sure the pool has the right chemicals to be able to be open. It's that you want to do good things for the community and to promote health and wellness, both physical and mental. You've just got to have that in your heart to work in this department.
Well, not only do you have all of this, but it's not done yet. You've got a lot more activities forthcoming.
Exactly. What's really neat about Parks and Recreation is that we ebb and flow, just like the ocean outside of Lincoln City. Thanks, Roger.
I love it.
So with that, we change with trends. We change with what the public wants. We're here for the public. So they come and tell us what they would like to do, what they would like to see in programming, what they would like to see in parks and outdoor recreation. For example, I went to the annual pickleball club. It's a local nonprofit here. And they gave me ideas of what we could do in our public pickleball courts and for programming. And that's what we need to hear from the public.
You take that to heart, but you also put that to work.
We definitely do. That's our jobs. We're city employees, and we are here to get the job done. What's really neat and unique about Lincoln City is that the community residents here have shown that they want outdoor recreation, they want environmental preservation, they want health and wellness in the shape of a community center with a public pool. And so that has been instituted for decades. So our community center was built in 1980. The open space bond was passed in the 90s, in 1998. And so, I mean, that's been over 25 years that those things have been in place here in Lincoln City. And our job is to continue to improve on those amenities, on those programs, and keep it alive.
Talking about improving on those amenities, you've got a huge park forthcoming.
Yes, and that is something that the public's been asking about for many years, too. That's Schooner Creek Discovery Park. And that is a 7-acre park down in the south of town in the Taft District. And it's going to have the first public outdoor turf soccer field, multi-sports court, permanent pickleball courts, event stage, and the accessible and inclusive playground is already open to the public.
That to me is probably the most important part, the accessibility to that playground by everybody.
Exactly. And I'm so glad that you brought that up. We did our research. We held many open houses where we asked the public, what do you want with a playground? And they said they wanted it for everyone. And what's neat is we found through their many comments, their voices, that when they say everyone, that means all ages and all abilities and disabilities. So we really worked as hard as we could with that vision to incorporate as many people as possible.
Now, you have received some statewide publicity and recognition because of what is happening with that park.
Yeah, we've been really fortunate with that. And again, I have the community to thank for that because they're the ones that asked for this. We were recognized in 2025 with the Oregon Recreation and Parks Association Living Legacy Park Award, and that is an award that showcases a city and a Parks and Rec department in promoting accessible and inclusive park amenities for generations to come.
Okay, we're going to open up the crystal ball, and Jeannie Sprague is going to open up that crystal ball and say, next, I would like millions of dollars to be able to, no. Next, I would like the Schooner Creek Discovery Park to fully open at the end of this year in 2026, and for us to continue working on the Sandcastle Playground, to have that up to par so that we can make that ADA accessible and available for generations to come. And I'd like us to continue with all the recreation programs. We've been implementing so many new ones and continue with following trends and what the people want. Now, you've been involved in park and rec programs all over the state. Have you ever seen this amount of facilities and ground dedicated to parks and rec?
No, and we did our research on this, Roger. So we actually looked at all the parks and rec agencies throughout the state of Oregon, and per capita, we have the most open space acreage. Number 2, we're behind Ashland. Ashland has more than us. And that's a fact. We've done our research, and that's amazing that we have that much per capita. I was just speaking to someone from the pickleball club last night who just moved here from Sacramento, California, that said the community center here is one of the most amazing centers he's ever seen, let alone on the Oregon coast, but anywhere, even where he's been in California. It's just great facilities and park spaces that Lincoln City has. It's a fact.
All right. And again, take pride. 35 parks and open spaces, 29 beach access points, 9 trails, 25 public restrooms, 500 plus acres of parks and open space, and a community and aquatic center. That's dazzling.
It is, Roger. Thank you for highlighting all those. We're very proud to support our public with these amenities.
Add to your personal library today with a book from Bob's Beach Books in the Ocean Lake area of Lincoln City. I'm Diana Portwood, and books provide a world of discovery. From science to science fiction, read what you've been missing. Northwest Septic Service is your one-stop shop for all your septic needs.
Northwest Septic Service offers pumping, maintenance, repair, and inspections with one call, 541-994-6977.
Buying or selling a home? Northwest Septic Service can inspect your sewer line or an entire septic system.
Old or failing septic system? Northwest Septic Service can rejuvenate most drain fields, saving you thousands of dollars. 541-994-6977.
Serving Lincoln, Tillamook, and Yamhill counties, Northwest Septic Service. Rochelle Toon joins us next. She is with the Lincoln City Swim Club. You are the president of that organization, correct?
Yes, I'm the president of the Lincoln City Swim Club.
Lincoln City Swim Club started when?
I'm sure that it started way before 1984, but we got our nonprofit certification through the IRS in 1984. So I believe it was well around long before that. So.
And you've got a swim coach that has been at it a long time.
Yes. So she's been around since the beginning of the nonprofit. I guess it was ran by a different board and there was a different coach, but she actually took it over at some point for coaching. And then there was always the 4-person board because nonprofits have to have a board. But that's rolled over.
Rolled over and rolled up.
Yeah.
The nonprofit that you are the president of right now is responsible for about how many students participating?
So the community, anywhere from ages, I'd say 4 to 18 right now. And then right now we have about 54 registered for this year.
Wow.
And then anywhere between, I'd say, 20 and 40 right now per practice is what is being managed by Lincoln City Swim Club. So
That's a lot of swimmers.
yes.
Is it grown over the years?
I would say so. I think that it's had its ups and downs as well. So, I mean, there was also COVID, and coming back from COVID, just like with any other sports team, it was drastically reduced. I think there was only maybe 20 kids that was coming.
So what is the tie between the high school swim team and Lincoln City swim team, or is there a tie?
So the only tie would kind of be like, when the high school kids go to sign up for the Lincoln City Swim Club. So let's say like my son, let's say he was swimming from 6 years old. Then of course, at some point in high school, he'd be like, yeah, I'm going to join the swim team. But they're two completely separate entities. So the school's team is ran by OSAA, which goes to the state level. So you can go to state and then get your trophy or that kind of thing, or qualify to go to state. And then Lincoln City Swim Club is actually ran under USA Swimming. So it is a registered USA Swimming team that can go anywhere from your small competitions here within locally to a state competition, to a national competition, regional competition, or all the way up to Junior Olympics if the kid chooses to get there. Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
I notice whenever there is a swim meet in town, the Lincoln City Community Center and the surrounding neighborhood is flooded with people.
Yes. We have quite a bit that come to our swim meet. After COVID, of course, there wasn't as many, but it's starting to kind of gain a little bit more momentum as we go on through the years. We have our November pumpkin sprint meet in the fall, which we usually have like a pumpkin relay race. So it's not a sanctioned event, but it's just a fun event that hopefully draws people in. And we have teams from all over Oregon that come. So depending on the size of the team that they bring, those families also end up staying here on the coast through the weekend so that they can compete at our competitions.
Some of the other teams come from where?
So we usually have Dallas, we've had Hood River, we've had Bend come over. As far south as Medford, all over Oregon. So we send out the invites and they're like, yeah, we would love to come to your swim meet. So we also go to other people's swim meets. So like we've been to Cottage Grove's swim meet. We've been to Dallas's swim meet. We've been to Hood River. I think I said Bend already, but yeah. So quite a few places as far as, and it's usually once a month we go to a sanctioned swim meet, and that's for all the ages, whatever age is willing to participate in those competitions.
I would have to think you must have a cadre of volunteers that help put on these swim meets.
We do. So the nonprofit organization actually requires the parents to volunteer hours.
Oh, very good.
Yes. So they're kind of like the families are pretty much members. So per family, we require 2 hours of volunteer time per month. And that's over the course of 6 months. So that would so if they come to practice, then they owe the 2 hours. If say they skip a month, then they don't owe the hours during that month particularly. And then at the end of 6 months, we do charge for unfulfilled volunteer hours, unfortunately, but it is something that, we need the help because those swim meets are our biggest fundraisers. So, which keeps the swim team going.
So do you pay to utilize the Lincoln City swimming pool then as well, or
Yes.
does the city step in?
They give us a decent discount,
Okay, good.
but we do still have to pay. And then we also have to pay for the usage of the pool during our fundraisers. And then there's other costs that are incurred. So the head coach does get paid. We just hired an assistant coach, and we're hoping sustainably that we could go and move to 3 coaches so that
wow.
Yeah, so that there's leveled and there's more one-on-one time with each coach as well. So, it's growing as far as the numbers come, and the more kids there are, the more coaches are needed.
So, Rochelle, if we have somebody in the community that is interested in volunteering and becoming part of supporting the swim team, what do they do?
They can reach one of the board members at, so on lcscswim.org, there is a board page, and it has all of the emails on there.
All right.
We recently, this last year, started a Google Workspace, so we were able to also have sustained emails across the board. So president at lcscswim.org is one of them that they could reach out to, vice president at lcscswim.org, secretary at lcscswim.org, and treasurer at lcscswim.org.
I take my hat off to anybody that volunteers the amount of hours that I know that you put into this program, and all of the other parents that are out there as well.
Yeah, there's a significant amount of parents that actually go above and beyond their own volunteer hours too. So, one of our ladies, Barb Halferty, I got to give my hats off to her. She's been around for a long, long time, and she has put in a significant amount of hours to volunteering and officiating at not just our meets, but other teams' meets, and just the time that she puts in, it's amazing. And she does it for other organizations here in town.
That's
as well.
wonderful. Rochelle Toon, Lincoln City Swim Club, congratulations, and in the water.
Yeah, get in the water. Come see us. Get involved. That'd be great.
Home-style cooking in a hometown atmosphere. Hi, I'm Adina from Zeller's Restaurant in Rose Lodge in Lincoln City. Join us daily for good fun and great food. You can even kick up your heels at Zeller's.
Jay White is without question the best Neil Diamond performer on the planet. And Saturday, February 28th, Chinook Winds presents one unforgettable night of all the hits during the Neil Diamond Legacy Concert. Tickets start at just $25 and are available at the Chinook Winds box office, 888 Main Act, or at ChinookWinds.com. Don't miss the Neil Diamond Legacy Concert, February 28th at Chinook Winds, where concerts are better at the beach.
On a Double R show, going to be talking about a Pride Festival forthcoming in Lincoln City, but Will and Tani are with us to talk about pre-Pride Festival, correct?
Correct.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, we're talking about an event coming up in this month, February 21. What is the event?
The event is a fundraiser for Out in LC, where the intent is to raise funds to continue to do fun events throughout the year for, the Pride community throughout Lincoln City.
I'm going to back you up. Fun and Out LC. What is that?
So Out in LC was started by our friend Amalia, and originally she was going around to different businesses throughout Lincoln City and essentially asking, hey, are you a place where queer people can come in the community and, essentially feel safe and not worry about being kicked out or unwanted. And she would give you these little decals that you can put in your front window, and she would also add you to a register online that she tracked, which would essentially, if people could plan their trips when they come down to town and know where they could go and be safe. And a lot of people have used this since she started it, I don't know how many years ago.
A few years,
yeah. And essentially what happened is we were all on the Pride committee together, which we ran Pride last year.
Right.
And then there's been a heavy shift in who's participating and what the goal is, as well as we're kind of joining with the city a bit, as well as the cultural center for Pride in the Park, which is the main event that we'll get to at some point. But
that normally is in June, correct?
That's May, June?
June 27th is
June.
the date we're looking at.
June 27th. And essentially what's happened is we have become part of Out in LC as a committee to try to bring events to Lincoln City for the queer community. And that's what this fundraiser is about. We want to do more events that aren't just Pride.
So are the events that you're talking about then just for the gay community, or can anybody be a participant?
Oh, yeah. We love to have
Allies
one
are
and all.
important.
Yeah.
Allies are important.
Yeah.
Is it a problem?
You know, the more allies I think that we have, that creates more opportunity for inclusivity and safe spaces for us to be able to know kind of where we're welcomed and where there are the safe spaces and those sorts of things. And allies are a really big part of that.
Are you finding it becoming easier all of the time, or are we still in the dark ages?
Slipping a little bit backwards.
Really?
Yeah, it's been interesting watching the community, how they've been adjusting to, current times. I'm on the board, but I don't go to all the events and the meetings as much. I try to be as a part of everything as I can, but it's not something that I tend to do. We have queer coffee and stuff that happens once a month.
Yeah, so monthly, the second Sunday at 1:00, and that is at Lock and Key. And that is a space available for the queer community, allies to come and kind of gather together, play games, hang out. This month, which is going to be this coming Sunday, we have a craft opportunity that is going to be to make some things for the businesses as a thank you, because there are a lot of local businesses that donated items for the fundraiser that's coming up.
So let's talk about that. February 21, what happens?
So we are having a silent auction and a drag show. This is going to be at the Cultural Center, and doors will open at 6. You'll have about an hour to come in and peruse all of the items that will be up for the silent auction. The drag show will probably start around 7.
Is this talent coming out of Portland?
No, they are local queens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yep, mainstay Sweeney Gray, and then we have homegrown Misty Magi. We also have my favorite, and then we also have Duchess, which is out of Dallas, I believe. So
okay,
yeah.
And again, it is open to the general public.
It is. It's a 21+ show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I understand.
I wanted to make sure that was said.
Yep. You can buy tickets on the Out in LC website. Will direct you to where you can buy tickets. It's $20, and that gets you in. We'll have some specialty drinks. We'll have also non-alcoholic options, some snacks and things for people. And yeah, last year we had about 90 people, and yeah, we're hoping
That's good turnout.
Yeah, we're hoping to beat that this year. We've got some really fun items coming in for the auction.
Are you starting to feel safer? I guess I keep coming back to that. I'm concerned about people being safe, and I've heard you mention safe a number of times in this interview.
Yeah, I don't want to derail too much, but I was on the show a while ago back from my friend and I, Patrick. We had a show at the Cultural Center, and I don't know if everybody was aware, but there was a shooting threat.
Right.
And it ended up being just a prank by a kid, which is not a prank, and
it's not funny.
Not funny, but it didn't take much for people to take that in any way that to run with it, essentially. And so a lot of people, especially from talking with other people on the board and people who regularly attend like queer coffee and stuff like that, is people are scared, not just because of that event, but what's happening in communities around the U.S. And that event definitely cemented people feeling like they couldn't be safe, because at that event, if you were there, my buddy Patrick made it it wasn't a coming out, but it was making it very clear to everybody in the community that he's gay and he's a boyfriend in the Philippines. And so a lot of people took that as like, oh, someone's trying to come after queer voices in the community. So yeah, people are scared. And that's kind of why we have this. I know there's a lot of safe spaces and stuff like that, but it's very validating to go somewhere where people aren't going to be upset that you're there. They're not going to have a problem with you.
Yeah, and that's kind of the whole point, too, of Pride and the event in June, is to showcase and lift up local queer artists, local businesses, to kind of create an area where we can connect as a community and, feel like we are here. We're very proud, and it's important that we have a voice in this community. And so this fundraiser will really help to make that possible.
February 21, we get the fundraiser that supports the big Pride Festival that comes off in June here in Lincoln City. Will, Tanya, thank you for being here, and be safe.
Thank you. You as well.
You. Thank you.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
I'm Josh Zantello with Zantello Law Group, and we are fortunate to have a number of attorneys in our office that specialize in a variety of law fields. Call our office and set up a free consultation. With our field of experts, you're never alone.
And welcome back to the Double R Show, and we'll have an opportunity now to talk about some of the other events taking place in and around the Lincoln City community, including the City Council meeting. At the last City Council meeting here in Lincoln City, they talked a lot about ICE.
Tremendous turnout,
about ICE. It is anticipated that there will be the same number of people in attendance again this coming Monday night. And for more information on that, you'll be able to even watch it on television if you can't find a seat at City Council chambers.
Yeah, Channel 4, and then streaming online at lincolncity.org.
And again, that's Monday night, 6 o'clock, City Council chambers here in Lincoln City. On February 11th, 4 o'clock, we get a Public Arts Committee meeting. On the 17th, Planning Commission meeting at 6 o'clock in Council chambers. Then on Wednesday, the 18th, Parks and Recreation Advisory Board. Let me tell you, that board is one active group of people.
Indeed, yeah. Thanks to them.
Now, you've got something coming up as well?
Yeah, so we spotted this coming into our area. It's Securing the Silver Spot Bastion at Cascade Head. Kind of a fancy title for an event that's going to be tonight here, if you're listening on Thursday, down in Newport, but it's all about Cascade Head. It's going to be Tyler Klaus and Lou Whips. Tyler's with the Lincoln Soil and Water Conservation District, and Lou is a restoration ecologist with the Institute of Applied Ecology. So if you can get down to Newport tonight for that, check the Mid-Coast Watershed Council's website. It starts at 6:30. If not, they also have a Zoom link. So get online to midcoastwatersheds.org to find out more there.
Chapel by the Sea Presbyterian Church here in Lincoln City is going to have a hospitality training on commercial sex trafficking. This is really an important topic, and this is going to be taking place February 10th, 12 to 4, and then on Wednesday, February 11th, 9 to 1, Chapel by the Sea Presbyterian Church, 2125 Southeast Lee Street here in Lincoln City. Please donate non-perishable and non-expired foods to the Lincoln City Food Pantry. Coast Vineyard is in desperate need of your support. Checks work. Checks work.
Yeah, you can write a check there. Yeah.
Write a check. Yeah. Saving lives one night at a time. The Community Shelter and Resource Center is also looking for donations of clothing for men and women in all sizes, personal use items like shave cream, toothpaste, shampoo, and call Andrea at 541-272-9647 if you can help out in that regard. Tibetan monks are coming to Lincoln City February 11th through the 15th. I don't know if we're going to be able to get these gentlemen on the air. They really don't talk.
Right, yeah. It's kind of a solemn practice that they
really
do.
Is.
Maybe we can get down there and get a little background sometime, though, during the event.
Great Oregon Coast Garage Sale coming up on April the 17th and 18th of April. And Happy Treasure Hunting. This is one of the many events that take place during Community Days, and Community Days Committee is actively working as we speak to put together another week to 10 days worth of events.
Yeah, always watch for those brake lights during those garage sale
Please.
weekends. Yeah, because people are doing a lot of right turns and U-turns and all sorts of turns.
And if you're going to the garage sales, please turn on your headlights.
Oh, that's a great idea. Sure.
Okay. Anything else your side of the table?
Yeah, just one more thing. February 19th, Cascade Head Biosphere Collaborative is putting on another Arts and Sciences on Tap speaker series at the Pelican. So it's Thursday, February 19th from 6 to 7:30. Guest speaker is going to be Conrad Gowell, and the topic is Where Have All the Salmon Gone?
Interesting.
Yeah, and so Conrad is a biologist with the Wild Fish Conservancy and has done a lot of work down here in Lincoln City with Drift Creek and the like, too. So really knows the area, and he's going to be giving a presentation there, again, at the Pelican. It's free, but you need to RSVP. Go to cascadehead.org to get that reservation.
Have you heard of any salmon running up the Dee River?
You know, I have not in years. Obviously, they do inhabit the lake and Rock Creek and Thompson Creek, and so definitely in the past.
Come from
in the past we've seen them for sure. Pretty fabulous to see these, pretty durable million-year-old species kind of coming through. But I think that's what the talk is going to be about is why the decline of in the last thousands of years for these salmon species. I think we might have something to do with that.
It may have a lot to do with it.
And something helped to fix that problem.
Yes.
So that's the talk.
If you said you caused the problem, be part of the solution.
You should probably know how to find a solution.
Right.
You bet.
That'll do it to the Dunes on a Double R show. Please remember to like, subscribe, share so you, your family, and friends around the world and across the street can join us on a Double R show. For son Paul and Jana, I'm Double R. Have yourself a happy day.
You've been listening to The Double R Show. Join Roger and Paul Robertson as they explore everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, produced by Always Productions and hosted by Roger Robertson. Have a story? Email contact@alwaysproductions.com or call 458-201-3039. For The Double R Show, I'm Jana Grawn.